A lot of people consuming content through YouTube today are too young to have experienced it before it had a recommendation algorithm. In 2005, when it was founded, the YouTube homepage was a search bar, an upload button, a list of popular tags, and a short bar of featured videos. These featured videos at first weren't curated by an algorithm. It was a person's job at YouTube headquarters to find good videos on the platform and put them on the homepage. You can kind of roam through these early homepages on a website called the Web Design Museum, and you can see how quickly the website exploded from literally none of the videos on the featured videos tab having even 100 views. One of them had literally 6 views. And then jumping to 2006 where videos were already getting tens of thousands of views. And by this point, YouTube is already spawning video blogs about how YouTube as a platform is getting worse. Blunty 3000 was, by today's standards, a small YouTuber. But at the time, this was enough pull for your work to get cited by the LA Times. According to this article referencing Blunty 3000, the main problem with YouTube at the time was people using automatic refreshers, where once a video was done playing, it would automatically refresh the video, it would tabulate another view, and it would send your video artificially up the most watched page. They cite another YouTuber here named Little Loca, who was also complaining about YouTubers cheating up the rankings. She made videos all the way back in 2006 beefing with other creators and talking about how to blow up on YouTube.
So basically, you guys, if you don't want to be featured on here, you cannot have eyes like this. You cannot have lips like this. And you just cannot have any faces that be looking close to or similar or anything like that to these. So basically, you can't be loca to get featured.
If you're wondering about Silent Girl, she's like a gimmick character in the Little Loca universe where she never talks.
For all of the stupid people out there that were writing Silent Girl and telling her stupid things about like me and our friendship and stuff, she has a couple of things that she just wants to say to you, alright?
All of this stuff seems pretty unremarkable to us now, but it seems like YouTube's culture, at least for its first decade and some change, seemed pretty baked in from the beginning of the website. By 2007, people uploading their home videos were confronting the concept that companies were placing advertising on the stuff they were shooting in their living rooms. This should have seemed totally insane at the time, but it seemed like a lot of people were primed for it. They adapted remarkably quickly. All this to say, I've been reading this book by Canadian theorist Marshall McLuhan called Understanding Media. The most cited theory from this book comes in the phrase, "the medium is the message." To be brief, McLuhan sees something like the television to be the primary point of study over its message, something like a TV news program. If you can understand the medium, you'll be able to glean more about the content of its message than if you just studied the message itself. He uses the example of the electric light as a medium. I mean, that's the most base technology in the terms of media. The invention of the electric light made possible the invention of brain surgery. It also made possible the invention of playing baseball at night. It both makes it possible and demands its creation. We're not going to invent the electric light and then not use it to do brain surgery, you know? In the same way, if you have the invention of the home television with several channels that run 24 hours a day, it makes possible the invention of and demands the creation of nightly entertaining police violence. We were never going to invent the television and not get some form of the TV show Cops. You are anticipating the message by analyzing its medium, or as Blunty 3000 puts it, deducing a tome's content via its bindings. This was a 4-minute booby clickbait thumbnail that, if the Web Design Museum is to be trusted in their screenshotting, got 855,000 views in one single day in 2007. It nearly doubled the view count of the second most popular video of that day, Amazing Boobs, by Blunty 3000. The medium of YouTube was a system that turned views into cash with a very low level of regulation around sex and copyright. It makes sense that the most popular videos at that time were boobs and soccer highlights. Even as these guidelines restricted, the medium itself made possible and demanded the proliferation of boobs and soccer highlights. You can still feel the DNA of YouTube pumping through it after all these years. There's a video by Little Loca where she's harassing Drake Bell on his way to lunch.
Hey, ain't you from the Drake and Josh show? Hey, look it. Hey, come up in here. Hey, hey, Jake and Josh, right? That's your name?
And there's a moment that jumped out to me like a specter. It felt like a real life moment of discovering Jack Torrance on the wall of the Overlook Hotel.
I want everybody to see I'm over here with Jake and Josh right here.
I'm not at hi.
Say hi. Hey, what's your last name?
Do you know how many people are walking by that I work with?
Jake Paul right here.
I don't know what I'm gonna do. I don't know where to go in my life. I don't know what should I go to.
What? Hydrate. This little jar is my girl. She's thick. Just a dab on the cheeks, forehead, chin, boom.
An announcement in 3, 2, 1. Okay.
How do I become bigger than just myself? Or how do I create like an empire?
I'm sorry to differ with you, sir, but you are the caretaker. You've always been the caretaker.
What?
Anyway, jump forward to today. I don't get amazing boobs on my homepage anymore. You probably don't either, but I can't say that for sure. You can scroll through the timeline of years on the Web Design Museum and see as the featured videos tab gets turned into the trending videos tab. You can watch as the trending videos tab gets slowly pushed out by the recommended videos tab until 2025, where trending videos no longer exist. The world in which you and I, as users of the same medium of YouTube, could receive the same message of Gangnam Style no longer exists. In 2012, it took 5 months for 1 billion people to watch Gangnam Style on YouTube. It was a huge deal. It was a YouTube video that you could bring up to a total stranger, and the odds of them having also seen it was practically the same as a dice roll. At some part of YouTube's history, we substituted viral videos for viral creators. TikTok, largely as a medium, dragged every other social platform from ditching viral creators in favor of viral trends. That's the transformation we're undergoing right now. It's been a transformation we've been undergoing for a while. It's why you're seeing a lot of YouTube videos of creators saying, YouTube is changing, I don't know how, but I don't like it. It won't be TikTok. It won't be YouTube, it won't be Instagram, it won't be Facebook, but eventually a shift is going to happen. Eventually there's going to be a force that drags every other social media to its final stage, substituting viral trends for the medium itself. I've been losing sleep over Sora.
Oh, that's picking up. Whoa!
Jesus! I said no pickles, and yet somehow there are pickles on my sandwich. Don't you meow at me. This is ridiculous.
We've decided to name you Cornelius.
Oh, hell no, I'm out of here. Hey, you!
I've also been losing sleep over just like making a lot of videos and working a lot. I've also been losing sleep because my cat has been super sickly. I'm kind of running out of sleep equity to give away. My cat is better now, by the way. It's that thing with cats, you hate to see them running around and bothering you all the time, and then suddenly when they stop moving, it's like the end of the world, and then you drop $600 to the vet and they start running around again.
Are you two completely insane?
By the way, if you're wondering, that was an AI video that I just showed you. I didn't know it was an AI video when I first saw it. It feels violating to watch an AI video against your will. They'll cut out the watermark, but you can see that the angle on the door is all wrong. The perspective is wrong. You look at the stuff on the side of the bed and none of it really makes any sense. Her reaction being so late to these two cats running around doesn't make any sense. The whole room looks kind of off. And to be honest, I didn't really start noticing all of this stuff until I went in the comments section and I saw the pinned comment by the creator saying, well, yeah, I mean, this is AI, but, you know, cats really do this stuff, so it's not like I'm lying to you. Yeah, the fucking problem is that cats really do this stuff. I mean, people really do react this way. The scary part is that it's real. It's so easy to cut off the watermark on the sides of the video. Suddenly, nobody knows that it's AI, and it's a viral YouTube short. I actually don't know if it's an AI video or not. The creator said that it probably is, and I think that it probably is, but there's no way of knowing. I can't find the original video. I liked Hank Green's video about AI content, and I'm also concerned about how it's frictionless, it's effortless, it's inherently pollutive, it's inherently misleading. I also appreciate that the angrier Hank Green gets about something, the jumpier the cuts. I've never met Hank Green in real life, but I assume he jump cuts in real life. I be a little disappointed if he didn't. And as worried as I am about Sora on the creator's side, I'm honestly more worried about it as a consumer of content. Yes, I edit video professionally. If this gets more intricate, I will inevitably lose work. Not that Levi Hildebrand is going to fire me and replace me with AI, but I have separate corporate work, and they 100% will if they're able to. And I'm worried about that, obviously. But I am a content consumer. I've been a consumer of content long before I've been a creator of content. And it's been easy for me to tell myself that I'm not the type of person to consume AI art. Real art has soul. It's imbued with human emotion and experience and spirit. AI is a math equation that turns prompts into information. And Little Loca is not a math equation. For what it's worth, Mr. Beast is not a math equation. Jake Paul, I mean the real Jake Paul, the flesh and blood Jake Paul, is not a math equation. Or are they? Because these people are just the message. The medium is a math equation, an algorithm. It's the recommendation algorithm. I consume a highly intelligent system of code every time I log into the YouTube homepage. It's a system of code that's collected over a decade of viewing information about me, that knows more about my viewing habits than any real flesh person could ever know. This is the algorithm I consume. And if you're watching this through a recommendation given to you by YouTube, then this is the algorithm that you consume as well. Totally isolated from the AI-generated content issue, this has its own problems. YouTube may have invented the content recommendation algorithm, but TikTok brought it to where it is today, where content just happens to you. I think even the action of scrolling between videos on TikTok is just there to give you the illusion of control. The platform already has a pretty good idea of how much time you're going to spend on each video. If they wanted to, they could just create a TikTok platform that scrolls for you. Your only required action in the idealized TikTok is just to comfortably position the screen in front of your face. And the one saving grace of the recommendation algorithm, maybe the one flaw, is that it's still required to bring two humans together. This is the sound of my neighbor vacuuming upstairs. No piece of content will ever be perfect for the person viewing it, but it uses what it knows about the content and what it knows about the viewer to populate the viewer's homepage with its best guesses. That is its one flaw. Human input. On Levi's channel, we create one video a week for roughly 100 to 200,000 people. No single 20-minute piece of entertainment will be able to satisfy 100,000 people in exactly the right way. But every week, 3 people compromise with 100,000 people on 20 minutes of collective experience. Very soon, it will not be a collective experience. Right now, Sora is in its beta invite-only phase. As impressive as it is right now, it's so far from its ideal vision that OpenAI doesn't want you to see all of it yet. Hank Green and Adam Conover see Sora as a sign that the AI bubble is going to pop pretty soon. If the technology that was supposed to replace 30% of the American workforce is at the point where it's relying on ad revenue to foot the bill, it's in pretty bad shape. I'm a bit more cynical. Right now, Sora still requires humans to write the prompts that will create the videos. That's at least some kind of human input barrier in the way of perfection. But this gets us to the point about why I'm concerned about Sora, about why I feel it's a threat in a way that I haven't felt about AI up to this point. Okay, there are 2 content algorithms at play here. The recommendation algorithm, which understands with pretty good accuracy what you want to watch, and the AI generation algorithm, which creates with a high level of accuracy what you want to create. An algorithm that creates and an algorithm that recommends. Right now, the recommendation algorithm only feeds its information to the human viewer. Sora most likely is looking to feed this recommendation algorithm back into the content generation algorithm. No more human input, no more best guesses, no more compromise. Perfect content. I'm jumping in here towards the end of the edit to iron out a thesis. Next to this video, if you're on desktop, you'll see about 10 recommended videos without scrolling. If you've been using YouTube for long enough, 1 or 2 of these recommendations will be related to the video you're currently watching, and the rest will be about you. It might have nothing to do with the video you're currently watching. It's specifically your YouTube recommendation microbiome. The TikTok homepage is pure microbiome. They don't recommend you a video based on the last video you watched. It's all your personal viewing data. And if you consider the TikTok homepage to be one long, never-ending piece of content, rather than several individual pieces of content, then the thesis of this video should be pretty easy to understand. Here it is. If AI content generation is able to break through the energy barriers, limiting it to 10-second outputs, it will be able to model itself after automatically recurring recommendation homepages rather than search functions, generating based on user data rather than user prompt, improving based on passive user feedback like retention and likes, and implementing changes in content accordingly as it generates. The new medium it creates is procedurally generated content. Now, I wouldn't consume this content because I'm an adult with full control over my mental faculties. I don't know if you've been on the internet lately, but more and more people are surrendering their mental autonomy to the AI. These are not videos that are shot in your living room. These are not videos that are shot in a studio. These are not videos that are shot. I mean, it's hard to even call them video. This is a new medium. It will create a new message, a message of hyper-individualism, a message that will appear more comparable to masturbation than it will to media. The first thing you're able to do when you download Sora is to upload your image into the simulated reality. You will not shake hands with Sam Altman, but you will be able to watch yourself shake hands with Sam Altman. Does this create an individual simulacra of each individual who uses it, allowing them to completely disconnect from reality? Probably, I think. To know for sure, I'd have to read Baudrillard, and I don't have the attention span to do that anymore. It may happen slowly, or it may not. But eventually, the recommendation algorithm and the content generation algorithm will touch that. We have a brief little window right now where AI companies don't have the energy or the computing power to generate long-form videos. But the first Will Smith eating spaghetti test was 2 years ago. Anyway, I'm gonna cut it off there. Gonna go take a walk. I really want to be more proactive in sending donations to smaller creators that I enjoy. I love really niche internet art, and usually that doesn't have the broad appeal to really float on ad revenue. Also be sending a dono to Blunty3000, who I mentioned earlier. To this day, nearly 20 years later, dude's still putting out daily vlogs. He's dealing with some health issues. He's living out of his van right now. As someone who is an important early node of YouTube's cultural development, it's sad to see. And if there's content that doesn't exist yet, but you want to watch it, make it. Please, make art. If you've genuinely stumbled upon an idea that hasn't been made form yet, you have the incredibly unique opportunity to create something original. Don't outsource it to something incapable of originality.
Fantastic, buddy.